And we're back with another episode. I guess you could call on vacation, past couple of episodes, just how it happened. Was busy one week, and then...
Never asked them the next week.
Yeah, second week was just scheduling issues. But we're back, I'm back, and we are smoking Toasty Jones cigars today, and drinking Evan Williams whiskey.
The bourbon.
Bourbon?
Yeah, I thought I picked up the whiskey was the bourbon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like this is the one you see more often as far as Evan Williams goes. I feel like you either see one of their flavored whiskeys or you see like the bourbon.
Well, fun fact, this is the first bourbon ever created in Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah, it says it right on the bottle. The topic today, we'll be talking about the difference between cigarettes and cigars. Because I know there's probably people who watch this and don't know the difference.
Aside from what little insight that we've given throughout the, 19 episodes that we've done?
Yeah, this is the 19th episode. The next episode is going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of money, but it's going to be fun. That's all.
Speaking of which, we got to go shopping for that episode.
Hey.
At some point.
We got to get it done before fucking it starts snowing.
Hey, we got time.
I'm only going to pour a little bit because it's still kind of early in the day.
True. I don't know about you, but normally I don't start drinking until I don't know.
9 at night?
Not even that late, but just if I have a drink, it's not going to be until 8 p.m., something like that.
So, I've already smoked one of these yesterday, so...
This is my first time having one of these.
So he's going to give you the insight on it. In my opinion, I think these are really good. I got $25 for these for $60. That's including shipping, though.
They smell pretty good.
From Cigar Page. Really good website. And you don't have to be 21 if you live in New York State to order from it because they don't check the ID because it's in Pennsylvania and it's still 18. So, yeah. So you don't have to be 21. But let's light up these suckers. Man, I hate it in your throat, actually. I hate it when it goes into your nose and then it goes down your throat.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst. Or if you're holding it in your mouth while you're trying to do something really quickly and you have to breathe through your nose thinking, oh, it'll be fine, and then you just get a whole breath of just smoke.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It was only $16 for the bottle. It's a little hard.
I mean...
It's not like the other whiskeys we had.
True. But Evan Williams is always...
It's a cheaper whiskey, that's the thing.
See, but here's the funny part, is there are plenty of cheap whiskeys that you can easily tell are cheap whiskeys. Evan Williams is one where if you were to remove the labels, it's very hard to tell, how cheap Evan Williams is, right?
Yeah.
Because, for the most part, it's actually decent whiskey.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorites is, the Evan Williams Honey.
Yeah, I was going to think about getting that, but we'll save that when Matt wants to get on the episode.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
Because that's the only whiskey he likes is honey.
Yeah. I mean... That one's just so weird, though. The flavored, Evan Williams, because, you'd think they wouldn't be very good, but they're actually really good.
Yeah.
Anyways, back on the topic.
Alright, the main difference between cigarettes and cigars. We're going to go for the first one, which is you don't inhale cigars. You puff it into your mouth. That's all you do. So...
Is that the same for hand-rolled, cigarettes, old ones?
Yes. Yes, because the tobacco is so potent with nicotine that if you inhale a cigar, you would get a nicotine buzz after probably the 5th inhale. It's so bad. But your gums are thicker than your lungs, so you don't get the nicotine as fast.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is you can't get addicted to cigars that way. I think MIT did a 2-year study where a guy smoked a cigar for 2 cigars a day for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then they cut him off for 2 months, and he wasn't addicted. So
He probably was struggling with like a slight oral fixation because like I know.
I'm the same way. That's why I dip now, because when I'm at work, I can't light up a cigar. Well, if I'm here at the ranch, I can light up a cigar anytime I want. But if I'm at the feed store, I can't light up the cigar in the back room while driving the forklift, you know?
Yeah.
So I put a dip in, which is, dip isn't better than cigarettes, but...
Because, like, I know, like, I used to vape, and then I stopped, but, like, the main issue that I struggled with wasn't, like, nicotine withdrawal. It was just, I wanted to do something with, like, my mouth. So I started sucking on mints.
No.
And then, like, after, like, I don't know, like, a week, 2 weeks, like, I just kind of stopped noticing it. Like, every once in a while it would hit me, where, like, I'd feel like, if I was just kind of sitting at my desk not doing anything, like, I'd feel, like, the need to do something.
I feel like that's why so many, like, people eat so much. It's oral fixation.
Yeah, because, like, I know, for me, like, one thing that I do to stave it off is either I constantly have, like, a drink on hand, or, like, chewing gum, or candy, just something to, like, small and just kind of, like, pop in and, like, you know, give my mouth something to do.
Oh. Alright, we'll go back into the topic. So that's one of the big things. So you don't inhale cigarettes, or cigars. You would do with cigarettes. The old school cigarettes from... Well, let's go into the history. Cigarettes were made by... I don't remember but they were hand-rolling cigars. And when you hand-roll a cigar, you cut off some of the tobacco because it has to be a certain shape.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a torpedo.
And it's just like a leaf tightly rolled, right?
There's roughly 5 leaves in one cigar. The filler is 3 leaves, and then the wrap has 2 leaves. So the filler is just 3 leaves bunched up together, and they cut it off to the length. And then they take out 2 leaves and they wrap it around the filler.
Whereas cigarettes is like shredded up leaves.
Yes, and to prolong it, so they... Well, we'll get into that in a little bit. But that's how one of the guys who was making cigars in America, he's like, I'm wasting all this. I could turn this into just a cigarette. But
at the time, it was not so much a cigarette. It was more like
pipe tobacco or something.
Yeah.
Or they would hand roll their cigars, but this was pure tobacco. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, there's over 2,000 ingredients inside a cigarette. As
well as the fact that cigarettes have filters on them now, or most of them do.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything.
No.
It just filters the tobacco juice. We're gonna actually I got some ingredients in a cigarette on my phone that I'm gonna read off. But the ingredients in a cigar, there's only 2: tobacco and fruit paste. The fruit paste holds the tobacco and the wrap together.
Is that why some cigars just kind of... Yeah, or they fall apart because they don't have enough fruit paste and everything kind of crumbles. Or the fruit paste
dries out. Because the fruit paste dries out before the cigar does.
That's why you keep them in a humidor.
Yeah. But a cigarette, I'm going to read off some of these. Cigarette has... I'm going to read off a couple. Oh, my facial recognition worked.
I know for cigarettes, you usually don't see them kept in humidors.
Other than tobacco in a cigarette here, there's paper, because that's the wrapper.
Right.
There's acetone, which is found in nail polish remover. How do you say that one?
Acetic acid?
Acetic acid, ingredient in hair dye.
It's also just kind of a general chemical used in like labs, like acetone is too. Acetone is used for like cleaning like labware. Afterwards, it's got a very like low evaporation point.
I can't say that word. Is that ammonia?
Yeah, that's ammonia.
Ammonia, common household cleaner. Arsenic, which is rat poison. Yeah, if you smoke cigarettes, you're smoking rat poison. Benzene, found in rubber, cement, and gasoline. So you're smoking shit that goes into gasoline. a butane, which is lighter fluid. You're smoking lighter fluid. Cadamine, battery acid.
Oh God.
Carbon monoxide and
Formaldehyde. Yeah.
Formaldehyde,
Which is like
and there's
the
a
stuff
bunch
they
more.
use to like preserve corpses.
Yeah, and there's a bunch more. We're not going to go through all of it because there's over 2,000 in this episode. It'll be like 40 minutes long.
Just listing all of the ingredients. But most of this is used to treat the shredded tobacco leaves.
To protect the life of the tobacco.
And that's also to keep in moisture, because you usually don't see cigarettes being held in humidors like you do a cigar. They're just kept in the box.
And they actually put in an ingredient that keeps the cigarette burn longer. Because cigarettes burn too fast for some people.
I think it's because it's just paper and filler, right?
Yeah. Oh, cigars aren't the healthiest for you.
I mean, no tobacco product is, let's face it.
Yeah, I mean, you can get cancer from anything nowadays.
True.
Stand by the microwave for too long, you can get cancer. But
I mean, the main thing with these is the fact that you're either holding, tobacco smoke in your mouth, breathing it into your lungs, or having like tobacco juices sit in your mouth.
Yeah.
Depending on
like if you smoke a cigar once every month, you're fine. Even if you smoke a cigar once a day, you should be fine.
Unless you're, prone to certain
like
things.
heart disease and all that stuff, which mostly everybody is nowadays. But if you smoke a cigar every once in a while, like maybe you smoke like 5 in a year, you don't have to worry about getting any cancer and all that. You don't. But if you're smoking 260 like me a year, this is my 261st, I think, cigar.
Congrats.
Congrats, it's only fucking,
I mean, it's October. So, 10 out of 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Gotta get to 300, that's all I gotta say.
I mean, that's not a terrible thing, though. Like, there are 365 days in a year. If you hit 300, that's a little less than a cigar a day.
Yeah. Now if I went to 400, that's bad.
I mean, if you go over, like, 400, yeah, it's not good. Like, if you hit 600, I'd be concerned.
Now, going back, one cigar, the nicotine equals 1 pack of cigarettes of nicotine.
That's why I believe in one of our previous episodes we talked about, like, why so many people feel like the effects of nicotine poisoning on their first cigar.
Yeah, because you're pretty much smoking a whole pack and your mouth isn't used to it. That's why we always tell you if you're smoking your first cigar, take it slow, drinking something sugary because sugar counteracts nicotine.
And be in a location where, like,
it's not fogging up the whole barn, like right now.
And also be, like, in a comfortable location where if you don't feel good, you're not, in risk of anything other than, like, don't drive.
Most cigar lounges have ventilation systems that push out the air every 30 minutes, so you should be fine unless there's... I know sometimes we went to the local cigar lounge where there's like 40 people in there and it's foggier than hell.
Well, yeah, but that's because everyone smoked at least a cigar.
Yeah.
And even now, like, in the barn, it's getting a little smoky in here.
Yeah.
But that's just due to lack of airflow.
Yeah, we normally keep the door open a little bit, but we got some workers outside doing a little ranch work out there right now, so...
Yeah. Gotta keep things looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
Especially before winter hits, because once winter hits, everything's covered in, like, 6 feet of snow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pain trying to do this in the winter. That's why the 20th episode, we want to get it done. You want to give them a hint on the 20th episode?
There might be a cookout involved.
Yeah, cookout, yeah. Maybe a couple.
We will not be cooking in the video.
Yeah. We'll be eating in the video and asking, or saying random stuff.
It'll be a nice season finale, hopefully.
I got my little brother to cook us some nice steaks that we're gonna buy. The only thing that he wants in return is a nice steak, so we gotta spend the money.
I mean, that's fine.
And we're planning on buying like $20 cigars.
We already have our bottle of whiskey lined up.
Mm-hmm.
We already have that.
Not gonna spoil that.
Nope, that's gonna be a surprise for that episode. But it was a pretty cool purchase.
Cool story too. We'll talk about how it happened.
I think that's the first bottle that we bought as like together as host and co-host.
Yeah, because I bought every whiskey. Every whiskey.
I mean, for the record, you're the one who
like the video if you want Jimmy to freaking start buying the whiskey.
I mean, for the record, you buying the whiskey makes more sense because you're the one who drinks more of it.
I know, I probably have like 12 empty bottles in the bottle.
Because, like, at this point, like, I'm not a huge whiskey drinker myself. So I know, like, if I bought it and brought it home, for the most part, it would sit in the cabinet and not really, get drank. It wouldn't. It would be sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
Because, like, for the most part, I'm not a big drinker in general. Like...
Even though you're the co-host of Whiskey and Cigars.
Yeah, but, like, I barely drink beers, like...
I don't like beer anymore, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's...
I feel like just in high school it was a cool thing now.
It's more so because beer is cheaper than like, whiskey, right?
Oh, and this past Tuesday, we're filming this Sunday, Jimmy just turned 22.
Yep. I am officially an old man.
Right in the comments, happy birthday.
But yeah, it was definitely an interesting birthday. Because, like, my family celebrated...
You get lit?
No. I sat at home most of the day. Oh, no, I had work that day, so I wasn't even home for most of the day. I was out. But it was funny because of how things worked out and, like, what my family was doing, we ended up celebrating my birthday, 3 days before my actual birthday. But that's just because we were all together for...
Hanukkah.
For, an early Thanksgiving, because I know... Due to COVID, actually, all of my family isn't actually able to come in, during Thanksgiving time. So, we decided to hold a Thanksgiving when people could come in, and it just happened to be last weekend.
Do you eat a lot of turkey? You eat a lot of big turkey?
I wish I had more, but unfortunately, we didn't get the leftovers. But it wasn't at our house, so we're not going to get the leftovers.
When we go to our aunt's house, if she has Thanksgiving, she always wraps up all these bags. She's like, take it, I'm only one person.
Yeah, no, that's
got 3 boys.
That's what, so when my family hosts Thanksgiving, normally we give out leftovers to to other people who want them. But...
That's a good thing. We should do a Thanksgiving episode where we eat like a turkey leg, like Josh Allen did last Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll smoke a Thanksgiving cigar.
Yeah.
I love smoking on Thanksgiving.
Something to plan.
Me and my family,
in the next
we throw
month.
the football around outside, and then we go eat some turkey, and then I go smoke a nice Thanksgiving Day cigar. I know.
Last year was cool.
Dan's shaking his head, but it's true.
Well, last year was cool because our football team got to play in the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
Because I think, when was the last time we played on Thanksgiving?
I don't think the Bills ever played on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, because it's always the same 2 teams that play, and then it's the other 2 teams that rotate.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you the last time I saw the Bills playing on Thanksgiving.
That game was awesome, but yeah, what minutes are we at there, Big Turkey? 10?
20.
20 minutes. Holy crap.
Time flies, I guess.
All right, we better end this episode before we give Dan too much work, even though it's easy to edit this because it's literally one cut.
Yeah, we don't play the Thanksgiving game. John's lying. He's always complaining that his shoulders hurt. Dad, I don't want it.
We don't play a Thanksgiving game. I say we throw the football around.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, yeah, you're always bitching and complaining.
Yeah, well, you work at the ranch and all that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Mr. I haven't had a job. Well, let's end this episode. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to the 20th episode. I think we'll probably post that in 2 weeks. We'll probably take the week off because that's how we did it with the 10th episode. We took a week off, planned that, and we did it. So.
And we gotta do a little bit more prep for this one too.
Yeah, probably next Friday we'll go out and shop and get the stuff and all that. But
I think this is like gonna be like the first like big episode where we're like doing something other than what we normally do, right?
just drink whiskey and smoke cigars.
Yeah, minus the 10th episode where we did something slightly different, but for the most part, all of our episodes.
They've been pretty normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, thank you for watching. Keep on smoking and stay safe. And God bless America.